applied for and took the test for police officer, Illinois State police officer. Passed the test and passed an interview, had the highest scores. And so they invited me right back for an interview. And I was to go into police work. They said they would like to have me. Nobody mentioned the monastery until that interview. Then during that interview, one of the commissioners, Illinois State commissioners, said, listen, Mr. Trausch, you come from a monastery and you're wanting to become a police officer. Isn't that really very different than monastic life? And I said, no, it is not from my perspective, because both are lives of service. One is on the inside and one is on the outside. And I said, I see police work as a life of service. Then another commissioner said, well, that may very well be, but I said, you also come out of a monastery where the Bible and religion is very important, and the commandments are very important. He said, one of the major commandments is thou shalt not kill. How can you possibly be a police officer and watch a robber come out of a bank, shooting at people, and kill that robber? And I said, well, you have a very severe misunderstanding of the principles of ethics and morality. That commandment is about the intention of killing for self-gain, not for service. And by the way, any police officer that intends to kill someone who is committing a crime is out of line anyway. So I spoke with that kind of authority because I had it by that time. I was 27, and I had that kind of authority because the monks had given it to me and charged me to go out with it and talk to the world. I'd been giving lectures all over the country by the time I was 23, 24, in philosophy and psychology. And so that was the last question they asked me, and I was hired immediately, and during those next 10 years had a lot of experiences in police work and began school again, formally, this time focusing almost specifically on clinical and transpersonal psychology.
Why?
Psychology seemed to me to be the nexus, the pivotal place between knowing nothing about why we're here and the self-discovery and the external discovery of what is human behavior all about. What is the human being about? Is the human being different than the animals? What is a human being? And that was the platform, the springboard place, the place of actually being able to springboard into philosophy. If it's understood that religion comes out of superstition and psychology comes out of religion. I'm sorry, philosophy comes out of religion.
Say that whole thing again.
All right, let me say it again. We understand that out of superstition comes religion. Out of religion comes philosophy. Out of philosophy comes psychology. So it's just a matter of seeing the steps back and forth, and the fact that psychology is understanding psychology and human nature well is a real platform for understanding high principles of philosophy. And what is philosophy about? It asks the big questions. Who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going? What's this whole thing about? What is this reality? Is this real? It doesn't consider anything sacred, philosophy. Psychology is the science that came out of philosophy. It says, let's study it and let's nail it down. So philosophy and psychology are very highly related sisters. One is older than the other, but they're very highly related, and they serve as forms for knowledge and opportunities for knowledge and systems for knowledge and techniques for knowledge, what is called in philosophy epistemology. So within a short time, I was, because of my spiritual and metaphysical background, I was studying metaphysics, and along with psychology, I was doing research in metaphysics, meditation, self-actualization, extrasensory perception. In fact, I was doing these studies at Northern Illinois University in Illinois, and from there then taking these studies into private practice as soon as I ended my relationship with the Cook County Police Department.